Good morning. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Leigh Ann, and I'm a senior here at NLCF and one of the co-leaders of GIG, or Grounded in Grace. This morning, I wanted to share where I've seen the Lord move and how He's pushed me through my 6-year struggle with disordered eating. Early last semester, I broke down in Panera. Feeling just about as broken as you could possibly get, I wept as I shared how I worried that I wasn't meeting others and my own expectations of myself, wasn't loving those around me well, and wasn't being the best wife, daughter, and friend that I possibly could be. During that conversation, I was asked the simple question, are you meeting your own needs? It shook me to my core because deep down I knew the answer was no. At that point, I hadn't eaten a meal in 2 days. I had fallen deeper into the habit of pushing my own needs, especially eating, to the back burner, telling myself that they weren't worthy of being addressed. In the midst of a busy start to senior year, I looked at my body as something to disassociate from because I never felt like it was good enough. While I was present in community, I drew back from vulnerability and convinced myself that if I couldn't take care of myself, I definitely wouldn't be able to serve others well. I stopped talking to those around me about my struggles with eating and body image and tried to hide it as best I could from my classmates, friends, and family. While hiding these emotions, habits, and struggles from those around me was rather easy, I knew I couldn't hide them from the Father. I knew that He saw me, and the thought that He knew me so deeply and saw my brokenness crushed me. I avoided quiet time out of the nagging fear that He was ashamed and disappointed in me. Hearing scriptures like, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and having people tell me that you're created in the image of God and He calls that image good, frustrated me because nothing I saw in myself was good and nowhere near worthy of praise. Despite being at probably the lowest point in my journey, with the encouragement and support of friends, I took a leap of faith and sought help. Through them, I was connected to the Healthy Eating and Assessment Referral Team. I was connected to a dietitian who I still meet with weekly, and a personal trainer at Rec Sports. While I can honestly say I knew taking those steps was good for me, it terrified me at the same time. There have been more than one instances where I've considered backing out of talking with my dietitian for fear of having not met my goals for the week. And I've never been more outside of my comfort zone as I am when I walk around a gym full of what I consider to be strong and in-shape people while I struggle to do basic exercises. But I decided to keep going because I thought I would start to see physical results and that would make me worthy. But that was the farthest thing from the truth. In the past 5 months, I've seen big and small victories in my walk with eating, but those victories have been accompanied by some of the toughest moments in my walk to freedom. I have lamented time and time again over the fact that I was doing my absolute best to do these things deemed good for my body, but was struggling more than ever to stay mentally and emotionally healthy. What I didn't realize was that in order to experience true freedom from disordered eating, I had to fully hand myself and my comfort over to the Father. In doing that, what I've been blessed with is a deeper understanding of God and His pursuit of me. During this whole process, there's never been a moment I have doubted His presence. The thought of constantly being seen by my Creator that originally frustrated me has given me courage to walk up the stairs each week and talk to professionals about this area of my life that's so far from perfect. No matter how hard I've tried to let my negative emotions and feelings towards my body distance me from the Lord, and no matter how hard I try to not be near to Him, I have never not felt Him drawing even nearer to me. He has actively and unconditionally pursued me at my weakest points just as much as He has in my moments of victory. He has consistently been at every appointment, and He has lovingly laughed alongside me at the gym when my arms literally start to visibly shake from trying to lift only 10 pounds. He has filled my heart with joy over every eaten meal and has wept with me in the emptiness of a skipped one. He has provided a community of friends and a patient and loving husband who have lifted me up through encouragement and prayer time and time again. Disordered eating is still very much a part of my life, and it might be for the next 10 months or the next 10 years. I might not even know what the other side of ED looks like this side of heaven. But what I do know is this. I have hope and can trust in the fact that my loving Father will be just as close to me then as He will be every single day in between. and his pursuit of my body, which is good and worthy of his love, won't cease. My name is Leigh Ann, and that's my snapshot.